Oh, hi. How are you? If I'd known you were coming, I'd have. How's sheltering in going for you? Because right about now, the veneer's sliding off, right? So I figured I would present myself here in my jammies, all my glory, just so you would know. We keep it real here. It's all good. I ran out of Nutella this morning. Now I just got to eat millet, flaxseed. It's okay. I think it's going to be okay. No, actually, I know it's going to be okay. But what I'm doing here today is just checking in. I know those of you who have been on my Reiki Nomad Facebook page, you notice that I'm putting out daily meditations right about sunset on the West Coast, which is really starting about 7 o'clock. I think I'm going to stick with that 7 o'clock time even as the days get a little bit longer. So if you're here at the YouTube channel looking for a meditation, there will be some coming up later. Again, probably going to be more polished type approaches. But if you just need something in the moment, check out the Facebook page. Yeah, so I ran out of Nutella this morning. With the last of the coffee in the coffee pot. I'm down to 3 rolls of toilet paper because I'm not a hoarder. I figured the universe would take care of me. So I may have to get creative with some of that stuff. And deal with the unintended consequences of my choices. And that's a little bit about what I'm going to talk about today. So what we're here doing this sheltering in time is sort of going cold turkey on a lot of our social and community addictions, but it also means going cold turkey on our society and community. And that's going to bring up a mourning process. It's going to bring up some grief. And it's probably going to bring up some unanticipated feelings of sadness, along with the fear, anxiety, and uncertainty. Those are all things that Reiki can help you with. Those are all things that meditation can help you with. And also, I know some techniques to kind of get you through that. So the first thing is to not try to shove those feelings away and pretend you're not having them. Keep it freaking real, okay? I'm here telling you about my Nutella. Check in with your heart. Check in with your breath. And the easy way to do that is to start a meditation practice. Now, does that mean you need to go, get a fancy cushion, light a bunch of candles, get some crystals, wave some incense around, and then suddenly you have found inner peace? No, it's as simple as sitting wherever you are, sitting so that your spine is upright and breathing well. Really expanding the lungs, letting the belly do the breath, and letting it go. Guarantee if you take 3 breaths like that, and as I'm doing it right here, you're noticing that the tempo of my words is dropping. The pitch and volume of my voice is dropping, and my entire energy field, for those of you who are in tune with that kind of thing, has just settled. So it can be just as simple as taking those 3 great big deep breaths. My guess is if you start doing that regularly, checking in with yourself, really say, how am I feeling right now? What can I do to make myself my best self right now? Is there any action I can take? Maybe that action is just breathing more. Maybe that action is more stillness. Maybe that action is having a funeral for the Nutella bottle. Okay, I'm not going to obsess about the Nutella anymore, but you get where I'm coming from on this. Deal with your mourning. Recognize your grief. Recognize that sadness. You have to go through that stage before you can chart a course for where you're headed. And where you're headed, I guarantee, is going to be a place of higher quality of life, of better care for all of you, including your physical self. So one of the things that I've needed to do is get off sugar, is cut back on the chocolate, cut back on the caffeine, and engage in healthier eating practices. And now it's time to get back on track and deal with it. And that means the running out of Nutella and coffee, my first initial reaction is like, oh my God, my addiction. I've got to go feed that. I better go make a run to the grocery store. And then I remember, yeah, I'm not willing to risk my life or the life of the people that I do come in contact with over Nutella. And so I'm able to seriously check in with myself and say millet's a better thing. Flaxseed is a better thing. But I do have to kind of step back and go, crap, but I really liked the Nutella. I really liked my coffee. Yeah. But it's something that is not for the greatest good of all right now. It's not for the greatest good of my body. It's not for the greatest good of the health of those around me. And I'm going to refrain because I'm trying to be my best self. You're going to make some mistakes. You're going to fuck it up. It's okay. Recognize the guilt or the regret or the anger or the sadness that comes from making those mistakes. Don't dwell there. Don't feed it, because you will surely make it grow, and it doesn't need to grow. You don't need to pass it on to other people. Recognize it, express it in order to release that fully, release those feelings, and move on charting a course toward your best self and quality of life, even if it means having to make some choices that maybe are not your favorite. Be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself when you do make a mistake, and get back up again. You can do it. You've got to do it. We're counting on you. So I would ask you to go to my Instagram, friend me. You can find me with Reiki Nomad Wanderings, and then the Facebook page is Reiki Nomad 1. I hope you'll join me there, and you'll check in with daily insights and meditations as they strike me. Not because I think it's the message everybody needs to hear because I am sitting here in my wisdom, but because I'm sitting here in my pajamas running out of Nutella, and whatever is on those messages is usually whatever I struggled with that day. So we're in this together, and if I'm struggling with it, somebody else is struggling with it. It's an honor to be here with you, my friends. I'm grateful for this opportunity to share my struggles and my transformation, and it's an honor to witness your transformation. I look forward to the community that is to come. May all beings know healing. May all beings know happiness. May all beings know peace. See you next time.